of my favorite MathRack products. It's called the MathRack Add a Row. The cool thing about this product is that you can add a row as many as you want to this product. Right now we've got the full 10 rows of 10, which builds 100. So what we want kids to understand about place value is that 34, when I'm doing that number, it's not just a 3 and a 4. We really want them to understand that the 3 is 3 groups of 10. So that as they're showing it on here, a kid could sit here and count all 34 beads, but we really want them to start grabbing those groups of 10. That I know that it's 10, 20, and 30, and then the 4 represents the 4 single beads that we push over. So we can spend a lot of time having them build the ideas of those numbers, those larger numbers, on the Add a Row. One of my favorite activities is to have them do quick images. There's a lot of information out there about quick images with using 10 frames and dot patterns, but you can also use your MathRack products to do quick images. So before I actually start with that, I want kids to notice how the color changes on here, because the color change is an important aspect of this. Here the color changes at 5. As I build my MathRack, I personally make mine so that the color changes at 50. This color change at 50 helps kids be able to recognize those numbers larger than 50 so that if I push them over and I show, say, 72, they don't have to count how many rows because they'll see I've pushed over the 5 that have the red first and then 2 that have the white first, and they can grab the 50 and the 20 together to make a 70. So as I start moving into using this with quick images, we spend a lot of time developing how this is set up. And then with quick images, what we do is we cover it up. And then back here, I'm going to be hiding a number. And I want the kids, I'm going to flash this for just a few seconds, and I want the kids to try to figure out how many beads are showing. And I let them know it's only going to be up there for a few short seconds. So as I'm doing that, though, I want them to be visualizing what's happening. Okay? So I'm going to show it for just a few seconds to see if they can figure that out. And then I cover it right back up, and I ask them to try to visualize what they just saw and come up with how many beads were pushed over there to the left. So if we take a look at this, kids will have lots of different ways that they figured out how many beads that is, and we want to honor all those different ways, but I really do want to accentuate the students who kind of saw the groups of 10. That they saw the 4 groups of 10 and then the extra ones, and they knew how many ones there were, probably because of the 5 structure that we built before, the 5 and the extra 1 to get the 46. This is a really fun activity to go into ones larger than this, but it really builds that idea that the number in the tens place isn't just a single number. It's not just a 4. It's really 4 groups of 10, which is the main part of place value. That value of the number is worth more than the one in the ones digit. If you want more info on how to use the Add a Row to help you meet Common Core standards and to build place value for your students, check out the book, Mastering the MathRack.